state of emergency was proclaimed at 12 noon today.
You must not hesitate to eliminate.
Which could mean the end of life for all.
Look at this. Here is a animal trail. Look.
Oh,
Walk this
yes,
trail.
you're right.
This is an animal trail. I would have to say that deer frequent this trail, and probably raccoons and possum frequent this trail.
You're a very good tracker.
Yes. So if we were starving, then I think that if we hung out by this trail, we could get something.
You see, what I have is a poncho. And what I would probably do is I'd probably put on my camouflage poncho and sit right by this tree. Just sit here and wait for a deer to come. I might have my knife ready. Like I said, always keep your hand on your knife. And you sit there with your poncho. Just wait.
I would do it like Sasquatch would do it. See, Sasquatch, he'd probably get by that tree over there behind you. And then when the deer came walking down this trail, he would just reach over and grab his leg and break it. And then the deer can't run. And then from there, he does like this badass,
Well,
it's like a badass kung fu move.
There's no way we can break a deer's leg.
Where he
But
jumps in the air, and then he comes down with his knee on the deer's neck, and then he grabs his neck and breaks it. That's how they say they do it.
That's dumb. Here's how I would do it. I would sit here with my poncho. I'd wait for the deer to stand right about there, and I would have my knife ready. And the deer ain't gonna be able to see me because I'm camouflaged. I would just come out.
And you'd have to make sure that it was unlatched.
Yeah. You have to make sure it's unlatched first. I would just come out, grab the deer, wrestle it to the ground, stab, stab, stab 3 times.
Twist it and then
Twist
cut.
it. Yes. Don't forget the twist. You don't
Yeah.
want the animal to suffer.
Yeah.
And bring it back this way. So that way, you know, you make sure you get a clean cut.
Okay, that
You
way,
want to scratch it a little bit just to give it.
in a way, you're kind of pre-skinning it. You know,
Pre-skinning it.
you jab it a few times and then slice it down its torso one time, and then after that, the deer is still dying at that point, so you have to cut his throat, bleed him out real quick,
Yeah,
and then
you
we'll
gotta
hang
bleed
him
him
from a
out.
tree. Hang him from a tree.
I got some string in here. I would string that deer right up, skin it, and then you got free deer for at least a month.
Okay.
Let's say you have your hammer out. Which will eventually come out. Tomahawk, bitch. My hands were frozen, but he'd be stunned.
He'd be kneecapped.
He would definitely be kneecapped, at least.
Minimum.
And you grab out your stunning weapons. He was hurt pretty bad, so he's down for at least a minute or two.
That's important. You just need to slow him down for a second, you
Slow
know,
him down for a second. You always
You know,
gotta stun him first.
because it's going to take
First
you
rule. What is it?
from throwing
Hand on your
throwing
knife.
the axe to having your slingshot loaded. You need a minimum of 15 seconds.
A
So
minimum of 15.
so when you hit him with that
Exactly right.
axe, you better make sure that he's not going to be able to do anything for at least 15 seconds.
Mhm.
Okay, go.
Stun again, and then kill shot. We might want to give him a few last words, you know. You're standing over him, you're victorious, you know.
You want him to
at
feel
least
the
let
pain.
him-
You want him to feel the pain for a little bit.
Well, you know, give him his last rites. I like to give him the last rites sometimes.
So you say what?
Bakalakadaka, Batarasis. I will send him to whatever god he wishes right now.
Okay.
And go. Dead. He's dead. I'm out of ammo and I'm out of terrorists. Never forget your chopping weapon.
Okay. How's it working? Here, let me see that thing. See, it'd probably be good for doing shit like that.
Yeah, you could probably use it to chop like shit like this too. Or you could use these to make or that to chip away to make arrow. Very good.
Yeah. Now see, this would be good for that pine tree back there. We could see, like, here's another pine tree right here. Just take this, cut a little bit of that off there, and then you get to this good stuff inside, the good stuff. And then you're gonna peel that back and you're gonna eat that shit. There you go.
There you go.
And you want to make sure at this time that you don't start sweating, because you could become hypothermic.
Hypothermia is not a situation you want to be in. I've been in code 3 hypothermia before. That's like where you're basically frozen solid. But I
Wow.
survived it.
Wow.
Yes. Try chopping this fucking thing down.
Ain't gonna happen. Oh yeah, it will.
I think once you start using it, it'll start getting sharper.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
You chopped it.
Chop that wood. Okay. I just took a dump out in the woods, and now I'm going to show you what you can wipe your butthole with.
Okay. Good to know, because there's a lot of people out there that could be stuck in the wilderness, and like all those shows that they have, they never really talk about what they wipe their ass with.
Yeah. I just use these brown leaves. That's really good. Sometimes I like to take it and just go right there.
Just work it on the tree.
Yeah, just work it on the tree.
That, and plus that creates a scent too. It keeps other animals from coming around.
And it attracts deer. Deer love the smell of human feces.
Huh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah.
So you could literally wipe your ass on that tree right there, and then
I
just go over
wipe
here
my
and sit
ass
and
on
wait
that
and just
tree.
wait.
I wipe my ass with these brown leaves. There's a plethora of them. You know, gosh, there's so much stuff. I mean, you could kill a bird. You could kill a bird and use its feathers, and you could keep its feathers on you, and it would be like a permanent toilet paper. You just wash the feathers off, stick them right back in your pocket.
Huh? I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that you never hear them talk about. You know, it's like, you know, I mean,
No,
what?
You never hear Bear Grylls or anyone like that
I mean,
talk about some real shit like
and
that.
that's real. That is real, because that's something that really happens in the wilderness, especially when you're trying to barely survive.
Let's go over the lessons.
Okay.
I showed you how to kill a terrorist in multiple ways. I showed you how to use a tomahawk. I showed you how to use a knife as a killing weapon. I showed you the different shots you can use for one of these. But most of all, before you learn any of these, You must learn this. And that's what I'm teaching you
Amen.
right now.
Amen.
Now let's go home.
Okay.
Remember which way we came from?
I have no idea. We've just been out here walking around.
The hell? Where's the house at?
You know, where in the hell are we? I didn't bring my phone or anything. Did you bring your phone?
No, I didn't bring my phone. I mean, I don't get any service out here anyways.
And look at me now. I'm starting to get a little sniffle. I could catch hypothermia, pneumonia,
I'm
all in
pretty
one
sure
whack right here.
We came from. You know, it'd be a lot easier if I could see by the North Star, but it's daylight right now. I don't have a compass on me. I didn't get that in the mail yet.
Where in the heck are we at? And see, that's also important. You know, when you're being attacked by terrorists or something like that, you need to keep your wits about you, and you have to think all the time, and you have to pay attention to what you're doing and where you're going, because
where you came from and where you're going.
you could wind up in a situation like we are right now, and I have no idea where we're at, and it's cold. It's like 20 degrees out here, and I don't even have any underwear on.
Neither do I.
Maybe we should consider recording our last moments.
What the fuck was that?
There's something over there. Walking. I
Well,
can't
we
zoom
killed all
this.
the terrorists. It can't be a terrorist.
I can't zoom this camera, and I saw something hairy walking over there.
The fuck? I don't know.
All I
Camera's
know is that we're stuck out here in the wild. It's like 20 degrees. Neither one of us are wearing any underwear.
Well, let's go this way. I'm use my tracking skills to get back. We'll just follow the footsteps and deer trails. All you gotta do is follow a deer trail. It will lead you right back to home. And there's lots of deer trails around here. Look, I think that this is one right now. It's turning into one. The deer trail.
This is what could happen to you if you don't pay attention when you're out killing terrorists. It really takes a lot out of you, and it's really exhausting. Oh my God. Where are we?
Fuck. This is exactly how you barely survive. We're gonna barely survive right now. My lips are extremely chapped. Make sure you always bring chapstick. That's a fault of mine.
And I know that we only have about 6 hours left before sun goes down. So what are we gonna do?
Keep following the deer trails. Good thinking.
You see, the animals, they got it figured out.